Yo guys, what's going on? Blast is back and welcome back to another episode of Top Drives! Look at that cash amount, like there. You should be able to see it because I have my face cam perfectly centered where you can see my cash but not my gold. So you will never know how much gold I have. Do I have one gold, 999,000? You never know. But look at the cash amount though, 51,516,14. If I could get that to 51,515, that would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Anyway, that's not the point of today's video. As always, we always do an update with every century update, or centurion update. I feel like that might be a word. We did it for 400, 500, 600, 700. Now we're doing it for 800. Yes, your boy has 800 fully upgraded ultras, and I'm gonna be completely honest, at this point it doesn't feel like it's overkill. It might honestly be overkill. Look, I've talked about it a million times on the channel, you know, like play the game how you want, focus on your specializations and do what you want to do. And for me, one of those things is definitely ultra rares. I want to be in a position where I just have every ultra rare done and dusted, where I don't even need to care about ultra rares anymore. I want to be at a point where whatever ultra I get from a 1 mil opening, I'm just like, yeah, bro, that's fused material. That's going into the epics. Then we move on to the next stage, where we're, you know, slowly working on the epics. And I'm currently almost there. I'm really happy to say that. I feel like I can see the end of the tunnel for ultra rares. I say this, and I'll probably make a video for 900 and 1,000. I definitely want to get the 1,000 fully upgraded ultra rares. Look, before we showcase the 800 fully upgraded ultra rares, I do want to know what are the ultra rares that I don't have, because there's 670 in the game. I have 800 fully upgraded. I have spent enough cash to upgrade every single ultra rare in the game, and then some. But it's kind of funny, because like, you can't even get 670 ultra rares. Some of them are prize cards, so like, you know, and there are also ultras there in the game that I definitely do not want to touch with a 10-foot pole, whether it be a Subaru Tribeca or like half the Skoda lineup. So it's really interesting to see like what ultras have I even gone and upgraded. I did some calculations. I've spent over 44 million. Over 44 million on upgrading ultra rares. Like, do you know how freaking crazy that is? Like, if I sold every single ultra now, I would be getting 44 million back. Actually, I've spent more than 44 million, because if I sold all of my ultras, I would get 44 million back. I've probably spent more than that because it costs more to upgrade than it does to sell. Real quick though, I do want to go into status. I want to see what are the ultras that I do not own. There are only 74 ultras that I do not own. But to make it even more accurate, we're going to take away the prize cards, because that's really out of my control. So there's 65 non-prize ultra rares. And honestly, I have unpacked some of them before. Most of the shit that you see down here, well, not most, all of the shit that you see down here, your Karoks, your Kodiaks, your Yetis, your Tribeca, these are cards that I've unpacked before, dude. It's just that I've used them away because A, they're terrible, B, they're also RQ50. I mean, just give it a couple of months, maybe even years, because Hutch is slow, and they'll probably just end up being super rares anyway, so what's the point? The Mazda RX-7 Spirit R though, I actually want that. Just can't seem to get it. The Saxo as well, I want it, I just can't seem to get it. Mitsubishi Eclipse, Z4, Mazda MX-5. Basically, if it's not all surface tires, and I don't have it, it's because I've never unpacked it before. I've unpacked the BMW as close as like, I think a week ago. I've just fused it away. Hyundai Enduro, I've fused that a lot of times as well. Well, what else? What else have I never unpacked before? Everything that you see here I've unpacked before. I've just never had the care to upgrade. Besides the Mazda 6, never had the chance to upgrade that. Hyundai i30, never had the chance to get that as well. Hyundai Sonata, I've actually never unpacked the Sonata. Volvo S80, never had the chance to unpack that. Lamborghini, never had the chance. And some of the higher end stuff, like there are some genuine stuff that I want here. Like the Volvo S40 doesn't look too bad. It's plus AT handling, right, when you max it out, 4-wheel drive standard. Hyundai Kona N, I mean, I want that. Cadillac CTS-V, I want that. Spiker C at La Violet, and all this higher end stuff, I definitely want. Like, dude, who doesn't want a Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution? Who doesn't want an S65? Okay, Brazen probably doesn't want an S65. But like, yeah, dude, like I definitely want those cars. But you know, you live and you learn, we'll get them eventually. Let's talk about what the main thing is, which is the 800 fully upgraded ultra rares that I have in my garage. We're going to go into my cars fully upgraded, and we're going to talk about the new stuff first. We always talk about the new stuff first in these kind of videos. So we start with European New Wave, you know, the brand new update. What have I decided to touch? Well, Citroen C Buggy, because it's like really light, like it's like literally less than 800 kilograms. So it's a pretty damn good car for, I believe it's slalom. So that's going to be a good one. Ford Fiesta, you know, just the performance tire stuff I've actually cared to upgrade. Some of the, well, the Kuga I think is relatively light. Yeah, not relatively, it's very light. So there's always a reason. Like if it's all surface tires, there's probably a reason I want to upgrade it. The Volvo V90, it's because it's the first Ultra I got from the update. The V60 Cross Country was also among some of the first Ultras I got in the update, so you can say that that was bouncing off the new update hype, which didn't last too long for me for ENW. Some really good cars here though. We got the Skoda 130 LR, the Visa 1000. I like the name actually, LR. I don't know what LR actually stands for, but those are my top 2 favorite alphabets. Maybe I should do a tier list for my favorite alphabets. L and R are my favorite alphabets. L because, you know, that's the first letter of my name, and I just like R because I like the sound of an R. I just like the number R. The alphabet R. I don't know why. I'm weird like that. I have favorites for everything, y'all. Got some Skodas. Finally got the Anya fully upgraded. I got that from my last 1 mil opening, I believe. A really good car. Can't wait to use it and stuff. I think I've only used it like 2 times. 10 times. 10 times of a 90% win ratio, so it's only lost 1, so that's not too bad. And yeah, I got 2 of the Volvo EX30s because it's the best standard tire car for the hairpin for Ultra and below. So that's one thing to think about. Again, you know, there's always a reason why I upgrade multiple of something. The Karoq, I honestly don't know when I upgraded this, and I don't know why. I genuinely don't know why. I got this car recently, and I was like, oh shit, I'll probably have to upgrade it because it's trading paint. Then I realized, wait a minute, I already have it fully upgraded, and I don't know why. I got 2 Ranger Raptors, a Citroen C3 Max. I got multiple of these DS3s, but I've actually only gotten an upgrade 1. And then we wrap it up with kind of just, you know, the best all-surface tire car from the update, the Kodiak, or Ultra and below, and the S60 being the best 4-wheel drive Ultra Rare and below update. I don't remember if APGP was around when I hit the 700 milestone. I might have hit it, maybe. But I guess we can go through it really quickly as well. As you can see, Hyundai Genesis, Callias. I think this was around when I hit the 700 milestone. Let's get into all of it. We got 800 fully upgraded Ultra Rares over here. Let's go through every single one. I mean, yeah, dude, there's so many now that it's like all sticky. Look, like it's all sticky. It's not smooth anymore. Like if you have like, I think less than like maybe 600 cars, it's smooth. Like as in like if I just did it by country, Japanese, look, it's smooth. It's smooth. But I have so many upgraded Ultra Rares. We're in sticky territory now. Let's look at the numbers. Fully upgraded Ultra Rares, 187 from Germany. And they got the biggest amount. Yeah, there you go. UK is next with 149. The US with 145. Japan with 129. 34 from Australia, which is a lot for Australia, to be honest. 18 from South Korea, 7 from the Netherlands, 14 Sweden, 33 France, 74 Italy, 2 from Malaysia, 8 from the Czech Republic. And that's it. Okay, well there you go. Ultra fully upgraded. How are we gonna do this anymore? Because I don't want the sticky thing. Let's go to RQ. Yeah, let's split it to like 55 first. Then we'll go from 55 so we get the, yeah, now it's nice and smooth. All right, let's look at what we got. This is my collection. Anything that stands out, I'll let you guys know. This is basically how we're gonna be doing garage tours from now on. My garage is way too big to fit it into one video. It'll end up being hours and hours and hours, and I don't wanna do that. But here are all the 50s. There are some really good 50s in here. Bronco Concept, fantastic. Dodge Charger 3, fantastic. 6 of those upgraded for a reason, and there's gonna be more. There's definitely gonna be more. A couple of these American cars with photo changes as well, changes and exclamation marks. A couple of Giulia Veloces. Pretty decent car in clubs, all things considered, until today. It's a good fast circuit Italian car. Not a lot of Italian Ultra Rares on the low end actually have the combination of traction control and ABS and performance tires, so that's something to think about. Like if you're an advanced player and you're going into those really niche categories, the Giulia Veloce isn't too bad because like this is slick. Some of the other Italian cars that are around this RQ, they're just vintage cars like Miuras and stuff like that. They don't have both ABS and traction control. So yeah, the Giulia Veloce is kind of an enigma. It's kind of fun. Ford Flex, I remember when that was used to be super rare. Yeah, there you go. You own this car when its rarity changed. That's a rare thing to have now. Dodge Nitro with a nice photo change, a couple of Befores. These are the only 2 Malaysian Ultras I have fully upgraded. I do want to get another Geneva, because I believe that if you get this car at 332, it actually is better on the City Street Small. And the only thing special about the Before Geneva is I think it's like the best car for City Street Small for RQ 52 and below, something like that. Yeah, moving on to the rest of the collection over here. I mean, a lot of these things you've probably seen many times. Like the AMG G63 has been a staple for my Ultra garage forever. I mean, this thing used to be RQ59. It used to be a mid-range Ultra. It used to be the best Ultra quarter-mile and half-mile car in the entire game for all surface tire cars. And now it's just kind of, you know? Yeah, it's a great car, but you've seen it a million times. You've seen it when I had 400 fully upgraded Ultra Rares and 500 and 600 and so forth, so on and so forth. Same thing with the Lotus Elise. So we'll move on through these really quickly. We got 5 of the Circuit EVs. Two Aerovets, love the photo change. You can see the entire thing, or I guess the photo revamp. Mercedes C55 as well, that got a photo change a long time ago. A couple of Charger Daytonas. I believe one is 323, one is 233. Looking by the handling, yeah, this is the 323. There you go, and this should be 233. There was a time where this car was like amazing. Like I became a meme at 4.287. I will tell you right now, I'm gonna bury the hatchet. This car isn't that good anymore. For a City Streets medium car, unfortunately, it's not that good anymore. I love it still, but like I don't use it anymore. I forget that it even exists. But that definitely is like, you know, that car has history on the channel, and I appreciate that. We got a Hyundai Veloster and a couple of Veloster grapplers, which I needed for a special challenge. Same thing for the Hyundai Ed Performance, needed that for some kind of APGP challenge. A couple of BMWs here and there and everywhere. Forenza, this used to be RQ59, that dropped a lot. Opel Adam R2, Lotus Elise 111, and so on and so forth. Yep, there you go, 55 done and dusted. Now we can go on to the higher range stuff, all the way up to 64. And as always, if you have any questions about my Ultra collection, feel free to pause the video whenever you like, honestly, and just ask the question down in the comments below. Alright, we're going to start off with the Renault Desire. I got 3 of those. 2 of them are 233. 1 is 323. You can tell from the top speed difference, the 121 is 323. These 2 are 233. This one is a legendary car. I mean, any OG to top drives will know that this used to be rare. It was rare, then it moved up to super rare, and now here it is as an ultra rare. And it's not even a low end ultra rare, it's 56. It's like breaching on mid range, which is crazy. I don't even use this car anymore. It's one of those, like, really, it just goes to show like how useless it is to be a rear-wheel drive center tire car. I do not use this car at all anymore, but I can't be too mad because it won me a prize car. It won me the Porsche 911 GT1 road car. We have my army of turbo martinis. I don't care. I will always call them turbo martinis. One of the coolest names out there. One of my weird fuses is, I believe, 171, I think. Yeah, that's a weird one. 789. Look, man, there was a time where doing these kind of upgrades was kind of memey and kind of fun, but now I'm kind of just boring. Like, you can say that I'm almost German with my upgrades. It's very orderly. Like, I upgrade the cars the best way they should be. And I'm not really trying to be creative and try and find new forms, like, you know, 879 or 789 or whatever it is. I don't care, honestly. You guys can go figure it out, and I'll go upgrade it accordingly afterwards if there is, you know, a better tune up there. If not, most of these things are 699 or 233. We got a bunch of Aston Martins over here. A lot of them. Wow. We got 9. Yeah. 5 Suzuki Ignis. Yes, man. And every single one of them is upgraded the same damn way. If I get a sixth one, then I might go 332 for Ocean City Streets. But everything else, bro, like, yeah, 233 all the way, baby. You know, front wheel drive, medium ground clearance, city living, Dragon City, clubs, Ignis always coming into the rescue, man. Subaru Lavoric, got 2 of those. I'm surprised that I don't have more, actually. I got a Mercedes C250D diesel, Hyundai i30N Fastback, couple of Mustang GTs. This used to be an Epic as well. This one I had as an Epic. It's drag spec. It's quirky like that. 3.989. Now it's a mid-range ultra rare. Crazy! That used to be freaking RQ23. Like, you know, back when RQs were like that, you know, when the max cap was like 30. That's, wow. As always, man, we're gonna go through my staple as well. Where is my E39 BMW M5, the oldest ultra in the garage, which I'm gonna assume is kind of sitting at like 2,400 days. Might be more, might be less, but around that benchmark. We got 3 of the Viper RT10s, upgraded 323 and 233. We got 3 Stealths. If I remember correctly, the Stealth RT, one of these was either my 600th or 700th max ultra rare. Whenever I hit a new benchmark, it's always a dodge. It's always a dodge. And my 800th max ultra rare, I think we will see in a bit. I'm not sure if we overshot it. I don't think we did. I think it's 59 RQ. So it's a Charger this time. But yeah, the Stealth. The Stealth was either the 700th or the 600th max ultra rare. Here's my oldest ultra rare in my entire garage. It is indeed the drag spec BMW M5, as you can see, 996. I said 2,400. What is it at? Ah, so close. Damn. 2,370 days. Yep, that is the oldest ultra rare in my garage, and I love it to death. I think it was actually useful in Year of the Tiger. Was it? I think it was Year of the Tiger. Whatever it was year before Year of the Rabbit, which is now like what 3 years ago, which is crazy. Not like 2-3 years ago, but yeah, it was useful then. So that's cool. That was the last time I remember using the car. And that's the thing about top drives, right? Sometimes you get a car and it might not be useful for you for years, and I hate that. And that's why I like clubs, because when clubs comes around, you get to use the cars that you don't get to use in events all too often. Here we go. There it is. Ultra number 800, the Charger Super B. Let's go! Yes, it is done and dusted. 699 is the way to complement my other Charger Super B, which I have drag spec at 332. So there you go. Charger Super B, I got 2 of those. I got 2 Challenger SRT8s. I've got 2 Challenger SRT T392s. Actually, that was a lie of 3. 1 is drag spec, and 2 are 233. There you go. Couple of Datsuns. Again, used to be super rares. Don't use them at all anymore. Couple of Camaro SS Coupes. 1323 and 1223. And then we move on to the high range stuff. We got some of the Skodas. These are the good Skodas right here. Basically, if your Skoda has an all-surface tires or performance tires, it's gonna be pretty decent. Like the standard tire and the all-surface tire Skodas are pretty good. A couple of Porsches, Pontiac Touring GXP. I'm waiting for a Pontiac x5 in clubs again, man. That's the only reason why I have 3 of them fully upgraded. They used to be one of the best ultra rares in the game for all surface tire metas. Now that's not the case anymore. Got a couple Lotus Exige S1s. I love seeing my ultra rares because, like, to see the duplicates, it really goes to show it's like a history book for top drives, like what used to be meta, you know? Like things like the 3 Exige S1s, for example. That car was so meta back in like 2020, 2021. And then obviously when World Expo came around, the Xenas kind of took the reins, and then, you know, you don't use those cars anymore. But obviously I don't sell my ultra rares, so they kind of just sit there, you know. And it's nice to see what used to be meta, like the Rapide S. I got 4 of these for a reason, not only because I love Aston Martin. This used to be one of the best ultra rare saloons in the entire game. It like 3.6 for a 0 to 60 back then was like the cream of the crop for 0 to 60 numbers as an ultra rare. 3.6. Now we're seeing things like 3.4, 3.3. So like the standard of what makes an RQ64 is always going up. Like for example, Suzuki C2, right? 3.4 right there. I got 3.3 in the Suzuki C2 that I drag spec'd as well. Which is just crazy. It's actually crazy. We've got 4 of these John Cooper works. 2 is 699, and this one is the drag spec version, also for clubs. We've got the Lotus 340R, which honestly should go down in RQ for it to be useful. Bring it back to 59. Remember when that car was 59? Yeah, it was really good then. And now if it was 59 now, it wouldn't be as good as it used to be, which is kind of sad, but oh well. Ford Explorer is another ultra that I'm kind of experimenting with. I kind of want to get another Ford Explorer fully upgraded. It's a bit of a dark horse. Dark horses are kind of hard to come by in top drives now, but the Ford Explorer, obviously in some of my research, we now know that this is the best ultra rare and below for Ocean Beach Slalom. It's also the best ultra SUV for like things like Canyon Tour Wet and stuff like that. So it's a dark horse in some very obscure track sets, but for it to be the best in multiple track sets and is on an RQ64, something to think about, honestly. Something to genuinely think about. So I would like to get more of those Ford Explorers if I can. Definitely a car that is in my good books. I got a couple more of these Spiker C8s. I pull this car all the time. I can't get the other Spiker to save my life. I pulled this like 3-4 times. I actually fused some away. A couple of R32s as well. A couple of Morgans here and there. S65, got 2 of those. One is drag spec and one I believe is 233. Should be. Yeah, there you go. Got me R63. This is drag spec at 3.9 medium ground clearance. MRI is pretty decent in that bad boy. Couple of Stradales, Cosworths. I'm really surprised that I got 2 of these fully upgraded. I'm actually, yeah, I forgot. I thought I only had 1. I can't really remember. Oh, dude, I wish there was a way to filter by when you fully upgraded a car. I would love to see the journey of like what are the ultras I choose to upgrade and what's the order I tend to do things in. Unfortunately, that isn't the case, and you can't do that. I got 2 of these AMG C63s. I love them. One is drag spec at 3.3, and the other one is your basic 233. A couple more Lances to wrap it up. A lot of Jags with standard tires that I don't tend to use too much anymore. Hyundai Clicks, upgraded both of them to win me some sort of prize car. I think it was a pretty good prize car actually, but I forget. I got 4 Zenuses. I actually have 2 more Zenuses in my, not holding pool, but in my fuse pile. I'll be honest, I don't even use the Zenus E10 that much. So that's like crazy to think about, because that means that the Lotus 340R is even more useless, because I don't even use the Zenus E10 that much. It's really good, but like when you got like 5 fully upgraded Peugeot 306 Maxis, you know, like if it's a dry situation, you're always gonna use the Peugeot anyway. This thing is ridiculous. I freaking love the Maxi, and it's one of the few Ultras where I will upgrade immediately. Like the moment I unpack one, I will upgrade it immediately, no matter what. There's not gonna be ever a stock 306 Maxi in my garage for more than whatever it takes to max out an Ultra Rare. So like, you'll never see a stock Maxi in my garage for more than like 2 days in a row. You know, like it'll be done. The moment I get it, it's gonna get upgraded. Unlike the Zenus, like I got a couple of Zenuses lying around, don't really need to use them. And we kind of just wrap it up with a bunch of Honda Legends, BMW M5s. I mean, this one I would love to get more. I only have 2. I would love to get like a 233, because that's like the best for the fast circuit Ultra and below. But yeah, man, that's gonna be it. 800 fully upgraded Ultra Rares. I mean, what's next, right? What's next? I've got 128 full stock Ultra Rares, which I'm kind of more or less happy with using away. Even like the really good stuff, like the Zenus E10, like all these kind of cars I just don't really need in my garage anymore, because of the sheer amount of Ultras that I have. It's a good position to be in. This is the position that I've wanted to be in for years and years, and I'm glad that I'm getting there. I'm missing out on a couple Ultra Rares still, yes, but I think it's safe to say that I'm pretty close to upgrading basically everything I want in the quantities that I want them in. So yeah, I mean, next up is that, you know, this fuse pile is just gonna grow and grow and grow, and it's gonna end up being like my super rare fuse pile, and then I'm gonna be upgrading epics, and it's gonna be a heyday. It's gonna be a heyday. But anyway, guys, I'm just gonna keep up with the grind. You guys should keep up with the grind as well. Hope you guys have a great day. I'm gonna stay safe, wash your hands, and here's to 800 Ultras. I'll see you in about 6 months when we hit 900. Peace.
Bro, this song just makes me so happy.
Me too.
Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies.
They so fine.
Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies.
They so fine.
Sit back, relax in my Bonneville.